Hi, parents. My name is Jessica Vance. I'm the IB coordinator here at Spicewood. And today's parent information session will be focused on the fifth grade exhibition. I'll be sharing additional links and resources along with this video. But if you definitely have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your child's teacher, or of course, you can contact me as well. As we are talking about the exhibition today, I'd like you to focus on this question about what you would like your child to be as an adult. What are different skills and attributes and values that he or she has as they go into their adulthood? This exhibition time really provides a unique opportunity for students to practice some of these different qualities that I'm sure as parents we all would like our children to possess. So the exhibition is a unique time in the child's time in the PYP program in which they get to engage in an independent inquiry about something that they're personally interested on. We want students to reflect on perhaps a current event or some sort of issue, and even something that they're personally passionate about in order to take some sort of action as a result of their learning and their inquiry. This is the culminating project of the PYP, and it's a celebration of their time in the program as long as they've had as learners. Obviously, they'll be exiting elementary school, and we're excited for them as they, make their way into middle school. So we really want to celebrate this time for our children. And this is also an opportunity for students to apply the learning that they've had throughout their time in the PYP program. So whether or not they've been in the program since they were kindergartners, or perhaps this is their first year, it really is an opportunity for students to apply the different skills and knowledge that they have obtained while they're here in the program. So with the exhibition project, it's really highlighting the process, not necessarily the end product. A lot of the times when we have some sort of project, we're really focusing on the end piece. What are they showcasing? And although that's important, although something will be showcased on exhibition day, we really want our students to engage and reflect on the process throughout this time. Students will be required to complete written reflections, and those written reflections could just be something informal as how are they feeling, what challenges are they facing, to maybe something a little bit more structured of like what goals am I setting for myself? Did I meet those goals? How do I need to perhaps readjust my goals? So there's going to be lots of focus on the process of this independent inquiry. And as adults and educators, and even you as a parent, we want you to help facilitate this process through some reflective questioning, just checking in and tuning in with your kiddo of where they are, how can you be there as a resource for them. But being a resource, we really want you to be a resource. We want the focus to be on the learner. It's about his or her own growth through this process of collaboration. Students will be working with a group of up to 3 students, and we want the students to be able to build their communication skills and their collaboration skills as they work to investigate something that they're all interested in. This is really a unique time in the program because this project, I guess if you'll say, it involves the whole entire school community. And what's so unique about this time within any PYP program is that it's a collaborative effort. So at Spicewood, from our first grade teachers all the way up to our administration team is involved in this process. And what that means is that our staff will be providing mentorship for the students throughout this process. So the students will be meeting with their mentors about 5 times throughout this process to help do research, to reflect, to set goals, and to really encourage the child during this independent inquiry time. And so there's really a unique buzz that kind of fills the air of the hallways here at Spicewood because everybody is involved. Our entire school community also attends this event in April, so it's really exciting to see everybody come together to celebrate our learners. And finally, what's really amazing about this exhibition is that we're really wanting students to know that they have the power to provoke action. And the way that we have showed this to our fifth grade students is the past couple of weeks is brought in different community members who have taken action, both big and small scale, because we want to show them that they may be 10 years old, but they have amazing and innovative ideas that we know will help solve some of the world's issues. And so we want them to take those ideas to take some sort of action to change for a better world. So the PYP exhibition this year is going to look a little bit different than it has in years past. And what I mean by that is we really want students to tune into something that they're passionate about or something that they're curious on about, to know more about. And to connect that with the United Nations Sustainable Goals. We'll be sharing a link to some resources so that way you can educate yourself a little bit more about these goals as well. But we want students to think about what are they passionate about and how can they take that passion to inspire change and take some action with that. Last week, our students were in the library exploring these different goals, investigating them just through some books and online resources, just to see what are these goals, what is something that's possibly interesting to me, what is a way that I can possibly find some steps to take some action, possibly here within our own Spicewood community, but maybe something a little bit more global as well. So we've talked a little bit about what the mentors were going to be doing. We talked about what the student will be doing, but we also wanted to share what is your role as a parent. We want you to be knowledgeable throughout this process. So definitely reach out to your child's teacher if they've not already informed you of what's the best way to know about what's happening on exhibition. These are just some examples and different ways that our teachers will be sharing the process, but also as a campus, we'll be sharing highlights and the process of exhibition through our social media, Instagram and Twitter. And also the weekly principals newsletter will share more about the exhibition process too. So make sure you tune into all those. We want you to be caring and supportive, encourage your child and the teachers. Our students are going to be encouraged to look at both primary and secondary sources for their research. So if there's something that you're passionate about, that you know a lot about, definitely reach out to either myself or your child's teacher, and you could possibly be a topic expert. We want you to be inquired just as we want our children to be inquirers as well, and show an interest and just ask your kid what is going on with the exhibition. Not, hey, did you meet this due date? But we really want you just to kind of help them self-reflect. So some of the questions that I've listed here will promote that conversation with your child. What are they happy about? What are they excited about? Maybe if they're experiencing some sort of challenge, you guys can sit together and brainstorm some different ways that they could possibly overcome that challenge or make some steps towards achieving that goal. We want your child, though, to solve their own problems. This is, again, that independent inquiry piece, and we want them to be able to reflect on themselves through those written reflections, as I mentioned earlier, or maybe the conversations that they have with you about, what's a problem that I'm having? What are some things or ways that I can make some steps towards solving that problem? We want students to be responsible for their own learning at this time. We want you to encourage independence. This is not your project. It's your child's project. It's their process and their product. It is not ours. It is definitely nothing like science fair in the fact that everything is going to look the same and there's going to be a trifold for everybody. We really want this to be unique to your child and what it is that they want to investigate, research, inquire about, take action on, and how do they want to showcase that. We want you to, again, just respect that student ownership of the process. Just take time regularly to ask your child how it's going, checking in with their teacher, those social media posts, and other platforms of information, as I shared before. Support your child in finding resources. This is something that you can definitely do at home with your child. It's not required, but if your child is sharing their process, this would be a great way for you to share how do you find answers to the problems that you seek. Giving reflection process time with your child about feedback about how it's going, open-ended question stems is always a great idea. And then we also want you to attend the PYP exhibition on Thursday, April 18th. We will be sharing more information about what that will look like as we get a little bit closer to that date. But thank you again for tuning in and supporting our learners. We hope to see you there.